Hey guys, MCU Collector here with the Marvel Legends A-Force Toys R Us exclusive box set. This is also kind of a shared exclusive with San Diego Comic-Con, SDCC, but it is a true Toys R Us exclusive. So it popped up on their website yesterday to order. I sprang for the overnight shipping because I'm so impatient. I want to get it early so I can have it for my collection. So got it today, so I'm going to have a video kind of showing you some close-ups of the figures. So I will not be unboxing these figures as much as I know people may want to see the articulation of them. We'll go over the details. I do apologize. I will not be opening the box set. I've made a decision that with box sets I will keep them in the package for the large box sets. 2 packs, 3 packs, I'll open those up, but the other like exclusive box sets, those ones I'm keeping in the box. So I will keep this one in the box, but I'll go over everything just like I would if the figures were actually in my hand and I got to move them around. So I wanted to talk to you about the box. Here you can kind of see it. I'm going to be moving around. It's pushed back kind of far. I'll be bringing it up, taking a close look at it and everything. But first thing I do want to mention is that it is the same exact size as the Entertainment Earth Guardians of the Galaxy box set. Same exact size. So that's there. If you guys haven't seen that one already, but there's the Entertainment Earth box set in package. Sorry. But back to the A-Force. So I'm going to probably be moving my moving the camera around. So it's going to be probably a horrible looking video, but I want to show you guys the figures and kind of go over some details. But the box art looks pretty good. You can see there we have Singularity up at the top. We have all the characters that are included with the box set, and we have that nice Toys R Us exclusive sticker there, so that's pretty cool. But back to the characters. So Singularity, Lady Loki, Elsa Bloodstone, She-Hulk, Monica Rambeau, I believe Spectrum is her hero name, and then we have Lady Sif, or Sif. So really cool. Now, I don't believe, I think 5 of the 6 haven't had figures, whereas Loki, I guess, it depends on how you look at that. But Lady Loki, new character, new figure, first release. She-Hulk has had a couple of releases in the past. But we'll talk about it. If you're not familiar with A-Force, A-Force is a team of all female superheroes. They've had 2 runs, 2 comic runs. One during the Secret Wars, is when it was first introduced, which is actually when Lady Loki was a part of A-Force. She wasn't on the team, but she was actually featured in that comic run. And then Volume 2, which occurred post Secret Wars, where Elsa Bloodstone did appear in this last couple of issues of that run. So the only characters that are actually in this box set that were members of the team from its inception were She-Hulk and Singularity, which Singularity made her first appearance in A-Force #1. Interesting character. I feel we just haven't had enough of Singularity. But she is a very interesting character nonetheless. The figure is amazing. We'll take a close look at that, and you guys will see how awesome it really is. But up at the top there, we have the A-Force logo there, and we kind of have that space theme to it kind of all throughout. Here on the side, we have image just like in the front of the characters going all along the spine there. On the back, we have that kind of that team shot of the figures. It's actually the promo image of the figures. One thing that's really cool, and obviously it's not going to really be able to come through on camera, is that the back of the box is actually that embossed look. So the figures themselves kind of stand out from the background of it, and you kind of get that spot varnish, which is really, really cool looking. So I know that won't really come through. So it does give it a little bit of a 3D effect to it. So it's a nice touch that they actually have that. So pretty cool. On the side, just like the previous side, it's the same exact thing. Here is the figures again, and we'll take a look at the figures there and just see how amazing they are. But here on the side, on the inside flap, which is really cool, we kind of get bios of all the different characters. So we'll start with Singularity over here, Marvel's Singularity. Singularity is a multi-dimensional being whose powers of energy manipulation grant her unique psionic abilities. So she's really all over the place. She can kind of teleport people places and do all these different things. To get a real feel for it, you got to read the comic run. I do recommend it because I was a fan. It was definitely a good read. Sif, as a gifted warrior, goddess of Asgard, Sif traverses time and space through teleportation. I was not aware of that, as I haven't read many comics with her in there. My experience has really been with the MCU in the 2 Thor movies and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We have Monica Rambeau. Gifted in her control of the electromagnetic spectrum, Monica Rambeau uses powerful blasts of energy to shut down her enemies. Nice. Elsa Bloodstone, a gun-toting, foul-mouthed monster hunter. Elsa Bloodstone follows in the family tradition of fighting supernatural evils. Gun-toting and foul-mouthed, for sure. If you read that A-Force comic, obviously the exact words that she is saying are not printed, but you see all the different symbols for what she's saying. But it was great. Again, great read. In the volume 2, last couple of issues of that. We have Loki, a being of frost giant descent. Loki also possesses Asgardian powers of shape-shifting and sorcery. And then next we have She-Hulk. A blood transfusion from Bruce Banner leaves Jennifer Walters with the gamma-powered abilities of the Hulk. And then we know that she is actually the cousin of Bruce Banner, I believe. So we'll take a close look at the figures. So we'll go here. So we have She-Hulk, which I believe is going to be a new head sculpt compared to the previous ones. It looks like she shares the same body that we've seen with like Valkyrie and Thundra. Probably more so the Thundra, because she's definitely taller figure than most. But looking very good. I think the paint apps on the face came out looking very clean, very nice. No dirt by or anything. So definitely looks good. It looks like there's some green wash in the hair. So always appreciate that. Not a whole lot of paint otherwise, but definitely a great looking figure. Single jointed elbows remain, looks like. Yeah, you know what? I can't really tell for sure. Is that double jointed elbows? Can't really tell, so I'll try not to shake the camera too much. Here we have Sif. Now Sif, for the most part, is a reuse of the Angela figure that was in the Guardians of the Galaxy Wave 1. You can see lower body. It's the same exact legs. Upper torso may be different, but very good looking figure. One of the few figures that actually comes with an accessory, and that's actually that sword there. Singularity, amazing looking figure. She's done in that kind of that translucent blue plastic. Hopefully, and again, I'll keep it in the box, but it's going to be similar to like that of Iceman and maybe the upcoming Human Torch. But she really has that cosmic space look to her, which is how she looks in the comics. So this figure looks absolutely amazing. I love the color that we're getting in there. There's that glitter that's actually molded into the plastic, but some great purple wash that's kind of done throughout the figure. Looks very good, and the hair is even done that same translucent plastic. So great looking figure. Monica Rambeau, paint apps look great. As far as the body of the figure, there's not a whole lot to it. She has that jacket. But not a whole lot else going on with there. Elsa Bloodstone. That is a fantastic looking figure. Paint apps look really good. They're pretty basic as far as the body, because you just have the skin tone with kind of the orange paint that's going over her body. But does look really good. I'm not sure if we've seen those arms before, but they're jacketed arms for the female body. Those might be new. I can't say for sure. And she comes with 3 guns, which is awesome. So it looks like we got 2 shotguns and 1 hand pistol. I can't tell if that's a reuse of a gun or not. I don't know if that's the same one that came with Misty Knight. I am not entirely sure. But if anybody knows if those arms are new, those are the same arms that are on Monica Rambeau. I can't say for sure if they're new or not. Loki, this figure has the absolute best paint deco out of all 6 figures. First, look at the head sculpt, looks great. The paint apps look fantastic. Just a really great looking figure overall. This kind of furry sweater jacket type thing is the same as Sif there, which would make sense, you know, both with the ties to Asgard being similar figures. But that paint app, that mesh scale looking paint apps on the legs, the arms, and the torso came out very clean, very nice looking. Reminds me a little bit of kind of the Namor figure, whereas the Namor figure was very hit and miss on how those paint apps came out. You really had to dig through all that you could find at Walgreens, which was not hard because all the Walgreens had quite a few of them. But this came out looking much, much better. I don't see any issues whatsoever. So multiple layers of green, looking absolutely fantastic. What a terrific looking figure. And it looks like she has the same pieces that came with Rogue over the knee there. So those are just kind of some floating pieces. As you can see right behind there is painted yellow, and it looks like there may be a scratch of green. So overall, very, very great looking figure. Very, very pleased to have it. So there is all 6 figures. My apologies, guys, for not opening the figures so you guys can see them individually. Perhaps when these become more abundant in the stores, I will pick up another to open up so I can have 2. But that's what we have for now. Any questions, leave down in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Like the video.